Hi, my name's Brian. I'm a grateful recovering addict, and I'm also a substance abuse counselor. I also teach yoga, meditation, sound healing, and I'm here today to talk about recovery during the quarantine. And it's very difficult if you're a recovering addict, during the pandemic when you're isolated and you can't get to NA meetings, AA meetings, whatever your choice is. And I know it's difficult for myself as well. We're humans. We need that social interaction. So one of the things you got to do is change your mindset. I tell everybody, master your mind, you master your life, and it's absolutely true, especially during difficult times like now. It's very challenging at times. The first thing you want to do that I tell all my clients or anybody that I sponsor is you have to start your day with an attitude of gratitude. So I tell my clients to think of three things you're grateful for. That sets the tone. Instead of waking up first thing saying, oh boy, here we go, another day, gloom and doom, you want to start positive. And when you think of three things you're grateful for, you're training your subconsciousness to look at the good things in life. It can be difficult, but looking at three things to be grateful for isn't difficult. Right now, if you're watching this, you have access to social media. There's one thing to be grateful for. You have a roof over your head. You can be grateful for that. You have a bed. Be grateful that you have a bed. Be grateful that you have access to food, water. I mean, there's a million things. Family, friends, maybe you have children. Think of anything in your life that you're grateful for. Three things every morning, that sets the tone. Another thing is you want to have a good support system. Like if you're in treatment or you have gone to the meetings, it's always good to periodically connect with other recovering alcoholics or addicts. This way you have some support system out there. If you're feeling lonely, one of the worst things to do is isolate. Pick up the phone, call somebody, talk to them, use Zoom if you have to. And like I say, we're social creatures. We have to interact with others. So, get a good support network. And then you want to maybe set a goal for the week or maybe a goal for the year. Like, where do you see yourself 1 year from now? That gives you something to focus on, especially in these challenging times. Instead of being caught up in the madness of the now, it's good to be present, but it's also good to think about the future because this too shall pass. And a good, powerful prayer is the serenity prayer during these times. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, such as this pandemic, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And one of the things you can change is you can change yourself. And it's very, very important. And you have to keep your addiction up front, I always think of step one. I've been clean for 31 years, and that's because step one is always up front. And I admit I'm powerless. My life becomes unmanageable if I use drugs or alcohol. So I can live with that, So that's, you got to keep that up front. Some people get into treatment. They think, oh, well, I can go back out there and control it. No, you can't. I've seen people 25 years, 30 years relapse because they think they can control it. You have to accept that you're powerless over your addiction or alcohol, and your life will become unmanageable. So basically, those are some of the suggestions I make. Journal. If you have a notebook, write about your feelings, write down goals, write down gratitude, affirmations, all the good things about yourself, tell yourself you're worth it. I know when I was in early recovery and late addiction, I used to feel worthless, and now I know I have self-worth, and that's important. And one of the other things that's very important is moving the body. If you do a little bit of exercise, you don't have to go to Gold's Gym and bang out weights. Something as simple as walking, going for a nice walk. You're building feel-good chemicals, You're building the endorphins, If you like to exercise, that's even better. Some people say, oh, I can't get to a gym. Just do some sit-ups or do some easy exercises while you're watching TV. There's no excuse not to move, and movement is so important. I use the analogy of water. You look at a nice flowing stream of water, how sparkling and clean it is, and then you look at like a body of water that's just sitting there, any toxins get into it, it keeps building, and that's how our blood is, that's how our body is. If you're moving the body, you're getting the blood flowing, everything's circulating, your internal organs are functioning properly, you're getting feel-good chemicals to your brain. But when you're just sitting there, all the toxins just build up in your blood, nothing's moving. So you have to move. And then I recommend doing some breathing exercises. As a yoga teacher, I teach workshops on pranayama, which are breathing exercises. And one really easy one to do when you feel stressed out, you want to get calm, is there's one called alternate breathing, where you take your first finger and middle finger, bring them down, place your ring finger on your left nostril, then you inhale through the right, block both nostrils, hold it for a little while, exhale through the left. Then in through the left, block them, out through the right. And do that a few times. That calms the central nervous system down. And another good exercise is you just inhale right deep into the diaphragm and tighten your body. Feel all the muscles from your toes to your head, everything just tightening. Hold it as long as you can. And exhale. And you're going to notice a big difference, because again, you're getting those feel-good chemicals going. So those are just a few suggestions. Try to keep busy. Do things that you enjoy doing, reading, you like coloring, drawing, anything. Get the body moving, do some breathing exercises, have an attitude of gratitude. And I'm going to end with just a little bit of music, and I hope you got something out of this. I always end everything with namaste. That means the spirit in me on is the spirit in you, and that's important too. So just relax and breathe as I play this. Namaste.